Good morning, and welcome to more Musings, where we are listening for a message from the universe about going for your big dream. And we are utilizing Alana Fairchild, Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck, um, as the conduit for that message to come through. And what I mean by going for your big dream is truly living your most authentic life, like doing the things that really mean something to you, that light you up, like having a life that wakes you up in the morning and says, yes, I get to do this, even in the hard times, even in the times where you're kind of in the ditch because things may or may not be working out, or it's really hard to get through whatever it is that's happening. Uh, and, but you still wake up with this sense of like, I am here. I am doing the thing. I want to be here. I am excited about what the day will bring. That's living your most authentic life. And it's because you're going for things that mean something to you. You're trying to accomplish goals that are from the heart, that are really tied to your interests, your being, your it's like it's your thing. Do what you want to do. Oh, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. Yeah, it's that. It's having a good time. It's, yeah, it's making the impact that you want to make on the world. It's all of those things. I'd, I'd be interested. What is that? How would you phrase that? How would you phrase going for your big dream? I'd love to see it in the comments. Uh, yeah, how would you phrase that? So let's go ahead and step into a meditation, and um, just let's get in touch with that peace inside, that knowing, that internal you, and see what it has to say about where you want to go and what you want to do and who you really want to be, instead of this societally acceptable character that you've grown into. Not saying it's wrong, not saying it's not who you really want to be, but I know for me, that's been hindered. This going for what society deems is the right thing to do, um, playing the part of whatever it is that my environment said was the right thing to do, and not doing it anymore. I choose not to do that anymore. I've taken lessons from that. I've taken um, ideas and learned and saw how this society works so that I can create a way for me to be true within that. But I'm not taking my cues from it anymore. I don't want to be that person. That person was very unhappy. That person was very not in a good place. So I've turned the tides, and I'm doing the things that I want to do that make me happy, that still take care of the responsibilities that need to be taken care of, but that also fill me up. So let's get in touch with that, right? That piece of you that knows exactly what you want to do. So get comfortable in your chair. Take a deep breath. Ah, yawns are good, yawns are okay. Let them come, allow them to be. They are shifting. Close your eyes, and I want you to scan your body. I want you to just scan your body for all the areas that work well, all the areas that don't ask for your attention. And I want you to thank these areas just for doing their job, just for being, continuing to move you forward. The muscles move right, the bones work together, the insides just work, doing their job little by little, and keeping you healthy. Thank you. Thank you for doing your job without complaint. And now I would like you to scan your body for those areas that maybe don't feel so good, that are maybe a little tired, a little stressed, a little tense, may even be injured or in dis-ease because they're working really hard. And I want you to thank those areas. Thank you for working so hard to protect me. Thank you for keeping up the good fight. Those areas are working so hard to protect you from mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical harm. And especially those areas that have been a constant, consistent thing. They're protecting you from something that most likely happened a very long time ago. And they have been like, I am ever present. I will remain here because it was so hard on your system. That incident, those people, that environment, that it has held its ground for years in order to keep you safe, in order to be aware of those kinds of environments, those kinds of people, those types of situations. And I want you to let that area know that you are appreciative. Thank you for protecting when I could not, for keeping me as safe as possible when I had no way to do so. And I want you to let those areas know that you have grown since that incident, since being in that environment, since being around those people. You have grown. You have experienced life. You have learned. You know how to protect yourself now. You have the skills and the capabilities to ensure your safety. And so your body can release it, can release that hold, can release that tension, can release that protective stance. Because in this moment, those people are not here. That situation is not happening. that environment is not surrounding you. In this moment, it is safe to relax. And it may be hard and it may take some time. But as you come back every day and remind yourself, I am not there anymore. I am in a safe place. And I can recall those skills. I can recall that tension. I can recall those capabilities at any time should that safety change. Because I am strong, I am capable, I have the knowledge. So for now, I can relax. And as your body gets used to this idea that it can release the hold, I want you to go into the center of your heart. And I want you to notice all the boundaries, all the walls, all the protective things that have been placed around your heart. And I want you to thank them. Thank you for keeping me safe. Thank you for allowing me to survive until today. And I want you to notice that there is a light coming from behind all the walls, all the boundaries, all the safety measures. There is this beautiful light shining. It's maybe faint, but it's there. And I want you to be curious and step through those boundaries as only you can because they're yours. You are the safe person to walk through. And as you walk through these boundaries, around the walls, and make your way to the center, that area that all these walls are protecting, and the light gets brighter and brighter with each boundary, with each wall that you pass, with each protective layer that you go through. And this light is bright and beautiful, but it is not blinding. It's warm, it's safe, it's comforting, and you could stare at this light forever and never be hurt by it. This is your light, your divine spark. This is the gift that you have for this world. And it's a gift that people didn't understand, that people couldn't comprehend. And so they said things and did things that created the boundaries that you put up around it to protect, that your body set up in order to protect this beautiful light. And in the outside world, it may have looked like your light has dimmed, but it never has. It's just been hidden away until it's safe to come out, which it is safe to do so now. As you look around and you see the walls and know which bricks need to come out as you start to dismantle these safety features, because you are no longer little, unskilled, weak, vulnerable. You are strong, capable, experienced, and strong. You can handle the words that are said. You can handle the emotional that it comes your way. You have the skills. So you can start taking down some of these walls and let your light shine through bit by bit as you gain confidence in your capability. And as you are there with your light, staring, knowing, accepting, I want you to imagine reaching out through the soles of your feet into the earth, deep into the center, into that energetic, molten creation, creative force, that life force that creates everything we know and have. And I want you to invite that energy in, that creative force, that life bringing force into your feet, your ankles, your legs, your knees, your thighs, your hips, up your spine, into your torso, under your chest, your shoulders, down your arms, oh, out your fingers, up your neck, into your head, that creative juice. And it connects to your divine spark, that light that you are basking in, and says, yes, let's create. Let's bring this gift to life. Let's make your big dream happen. And as those two energies are connecting, reach out into the stars, through your head, into the stars, into the galaxy, into the universe, into the all knowing, all seeing, all connected. And invite that energy down in through your mind. And it comes in to your head, down your neck, oh, into your shoulders, down your spine, into your chest, into your torso, your hips, your legs, your knees, your ankles, your feet. And it too connects to that divine spark and to the earth's creative energy. And they meld and they merge. And that knowledge says, here's the path. And you see it laid out before you, illuminated with starshine. The twists, the turns, the hills, the valleys, the obstacles, and the tools. All is there for your path forward, to create, to build, to live your life, to bring your gift to this world. To make your big dream happen. Um, Blessings. Amen. So mote it be. Mm. Our card for today is softly, softly, the tender touch. Softly, softly, tender touch. The feminine wisdom of gentleness can assist you now. When we are at a point in life where we want to attain greater things, but don't necessarily have a proportionally greater supply of energy at our disposal, it is time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of the feminine wisdom. However, a cultural ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We are generally taught that the more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. The feminine way is not about force, nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. It's about inviting what we wish for to come into the space we have provided for it, internally and in our lives. This method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. There is an old story that the sun and the wind were debating about who was more powerful. After boasting about their prowess, they made a wager. A man walked down the street with a coat on. The wind and the sun decided that whomever could force the coat off the man was the most powerful. The wind began demonstrating its impressive power. It blew and caught underneath the coat, pulling at it and nearly ripping it right off the man. But the man wrapped his coat around himself more tightly to protect himself against the force of the wind. Eventually, perhaps temporarily out of puff, the wind gave up. The sun took over. He shone down, becoming brighter and brighter until the man slipped off his coat, slung it over his shoulder, and walked down the street, quite possibly wondering what was happening with the weather that day. The wind attempted to do by force what the sun was able to do by being. You are being asked to surrender your forcefulness, your determination, and your intense activity, even if it is just for this moment. Does this mean that you have to surrender the goals you were chasing through these endeavors? Certainly not. This is not about letting go of achievement. It's about understanding the process of manifestation in a more intelligent way. There is a way of creating that gives you energy and doesn't leave you utterly worn out. It is about allowing what you want to come to you. Be yourself, absolutely, naturally, and with ease. Shine your light and allow your presence to invite that which you wish to receive. It is about cultivating an energetic affinity with what you seek, rather than feelings of lack and need. Do you see the subtle but important difference? To feel that you are already naturally abundant, being who great a naturally abundant being. Sorry, let me read that one over again. To feel that you are already a naturally abundant being who gratefully invites more of what you want into your life is rather different to feeling lack, fear, and wishing your world would change. It is a bit like dressing for the job you want, even if it is not yet the job you have. You energetically embody what you wish to attract more of into your life. Like attracts like. This oracle brings you a message. You don't need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes from a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to relax and have more faith in yourself. All things come in time, rightfully and according to a great loving wisdom. You are not immune to this. You shall have your time and shine too. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. It is okay to become softer, to feel the energy of what you wish to attract in your life, and to act as much as you can as though it is already that way. You are not fantasizing or daydreaming or failing to live in the real world if you do this. You are actually working with the feminine art of manifestation through gentle beingness and attraction as you soften into becoming what you are seeking. What you wish for will not be able to resist your shining, inviting presence. This oracle also comes with the special message that you have been working very, very hard. You have learned much and accomplished much, but it is now time to change your approach. Let go of any force in your approach to creation now. Everything serves a purpose, and learning the benefits and limitations of the more forceful way of manifestation through effort and willpower will was a a useful lesson. However, if you were to continue with that approach, it would stop working for you because you are now beginning to create on a far grander scale that is beyond what an individual can manifest through willpower alone. You are individually creating through your healing and art, but also contributing globally to a new consciousness through your own spiritual growth. You are part of a global healing manifestation process. You are, through your way of being in the world, helping to birth a new awareness. This new way will heal the human heart and bring it back into balance with nature. This is essential for the human soul to survive, flourish, and to cooperatively nurture the earth rather than destroy her natural resources. You may or may not be consciously aware of the extent to which this new way of manifesting through receiving rather than taking can actually help all of humanity, but nonetheless, it is playing an important role in greater human evolution. It is the power of attraction, of magnetism, rather than that of striving and force that will replenish your energy and restore your body, mind, and heart after you struggle. This change in approach will encourage the shift from head to heart that is essential for your individual well being and for the greater human evolution. You need to heal so that you can help the world to heal. Does this give you absolute permission now in your own mind to take an easier approach to your re- mm, sacred, rebellious, creative manifestation? You have permission. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Yeah. Let's do the healing process. Say aloud, I shine like the sun, radiant with grace, and all that I desire comes to me according to perfect timing. I relax, believe, and receive through unconditional love. This is now so. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching these morning musings. If you've been enjoying them, hit the like and subscribe button and the bell up there that will notify you when I go live, which I do every morning. And just remember, you know your path. Your divine spark is there to guide you. It's your intuition. And there are times when working and wrenching and doing all the things and making it happen is the right approach. And then there are times when you've sprayed the WD-40 on something that's not moving. And you have to get to sit back and wait and let it do its thing. You've done the work. You've wrenched it. You've done all the things. You sprayed it. You did all the, you did all of it. And now it's time to allow that to all work. So that when you put the wrench on there and you turn it, it turns easily. There's no force involved. The WD-40 did its job. It works. Let the world know you're ready, that you accept. It's there. And if you need some support or you want some encouragement and you want a community and you want some direction to making your big dream happen with ease, the Big Dreams Blueprint is happening November 21st through the 23rd. And it is a 3-day virtual live event. So you get to stay home in your own, yay, no travel. But it's happening for you to get you connected to your big dream, to give you clarity around what that is, to create the beginnings of a roadmap so that you know which steps to take next, so that you can go out there and make your dream happen. There's a link down below, and I do hope you come and join us. It's happening next week. Yay! So much fun. I can't wait to see you there. And just remember, keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this. And I'll see you tomorrow.